Hey guys, what I'm going to do today is hopefully not one of my marathon Rails tutorials, but a bit of a shorter, faster one. I'm going to talk about encryption. In ZonMaster, we have a lot of access to PII, Personally Identifiable Information, that we get from Amazon. And one of our agreements with Amazon is that we're going to store this securely. And before, what we're doing is using different kinds of gems, our homegrown encryption and everything like that. But now we have encryption in Rails 7 in the form of encrypted attributes. And I'm going to walk you through very quickly how you can add these to your application and very quickly get safe and secure data. Okay, let's take a look. Going to just quickly set up a Rails app. Let's see. So just going to do a Rails new with Postgres. This should only take a minute to install. And here we are. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not going to, screw around with too much stuff in this because we just quickly want to get into doing the demo. So what we're going to do is Rails DB encryption init, and this is going to print out some strings for us, which we can use to encrypt our data. And we're going to put these in the credentials file. So Rails credentials edit. Okay, I don't have an editor set, so I'm a Vi person because I'm old. And that, so we're going to go down and we'll just paste those in there. So those are the keys that they've given us, and we're putting them in the credentials file. Excuse me. There we are. And now I'm going to scaffold, yes, another of his scaffolds, you're saying. I'm going to scaffold out a bank account. So we're going to have bank name, branch, sort code, account number, account name. And these are all going to be strings. And, if you don't put anything, it's going to default to a string. So it's pretty easy to get it in there. So let's scaffold that up. And then we need a bunch of files. We're going to use .env as I always do. We're going to use Docker compose as I always do. And I'm going to bundle add into development and test.env Rails. And then I'm going to bundle add just into development the annotate gem, just so we can easily see the columns. And now let's open, let's just drag this over onto VS Code, the Insiders Edition. And let's set up our, and I'm just going to whip through this because this is not really important for what we're doing. It's just to get the thing running. So there's, the usual stuff. I don't think we need a name. It's interesting. And then let's also just get the standard Docker compose. If you watched the last video about OpenAI, this is just straight copy from there. Once you have this down once, you can just copy and paste it all over the place. So there we got our Docker compose file. And this bloody database YAML file with its 10,000 lines of comments. And I'm going to just put it up here. So development, comments, test, and I'm just going to delete production because we're not deploying this. So we've got our database YAML and all that's in. So now we can start, let's annotate the models. Oh, okay. Let's Docker compose up -d. And let's prepare the database. That's interesting. Okay, prepare the database. There we go. Now, if we go and take a look at the bank account file, let's annotate. Where is it? If you look at this, it's just a bunch of strings, right? We haven't done anything. This is now completely standard. So if we were to create a bank, if we were to create a bank account, it would just be strings. I don't need to show you that. I'm sure you've seen that before. But what we can do to simply encrypt is just this, encrypts, and we're going to do account number. And you could do them on separate lines, but if you use any kind of type checking thing, it's going to freak out. Account name. There, these are now encrypted. That's it. So if I go into the console and save my bank account, I've got a bank name of HSBC, branch of Tokyo, sort code of this, account number of that, account name of Phil Smythe. No, these aren't my bank account details. And there. If we save it, we see, look at all this gobbledygook. It has totally encrypted account number and account name. It's all in there. And if we look at the bank account object, we can read it. It decrypts it. If we if we get the bank account, we can read it. So it's encrypted in the database and decrypted for us. Super helpful. Except if you want to do this, my bank account, find by account name Phil Smythe, nothing. My bank account is nil. Oh dear. So that's the problem with these encrypted columns. You cannot search on them unless you do this. So let's do this. I'm going to just exit and go here, and on account name, deterministic, we're going to set it to be deterministic. Now I don't know if you need to, but I'm just going to drop and prepare and run. So now let's go back, create that bank account again. We can see that it's the same. We can read everything, of course. But now we can do this. We can find by, and there it is. There's my bank account. So it's probably slightly less secure if you do that, because it's deterministic. But if you're going to search on those things, you kind of have to. So there it is. Super helpful for me and for what we're doing. Personally, I just think you could probably always encrypt almost everything. There's so much data that's identifiable. So we're doing it more and more. We're kind of migrating some columns. That's the other cool thing, that you can actually have a column that is half and half. So you can say that it's encrypted, but it will know that it is not yet, all the data is not yet encrypted. So yeah, very cool. Hope you find this interesting. I strongly encourage you to encrypt as much data, especially anything you might even think is remotely sensitive. Encrypt it. All right, talk to you soon. Like, subscribe, bell notification. Lots more Rails videos to come. I'm feeling in the video mood, so I'll probably whack out a bunch of videos in the next few months. I'm hoping for one a week even, or more. And there's other links down below, Twitter and LinkedIn and Medium and all that other stuff. See you around. Thanks for watching.